Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and we are pleased to be joined by, let's call him a regular guest on this podcast, the one, the only, Thad Moffitt, who drives the number 46 Clean Packs Ford for David Gillen Racing. I had to think about that for a second. Hey, Thad, how are you, bud?
I'm good, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing well. You had a best career finish in third at Phoenix last week. What a run for you! And that was a big run, a big confidence run for you and your team.
Yeah, I knew that going in that we would have a lot of speed because the fall race previous, David won and all cars ran inside the top five. But man, it was really fun to run up front. It was really fun to lead some laps. Really fun to restart on the front row and be competitive. I think that's kind of the tone we have to set this year, that every time we show up to the track, we're going to be in the top five, and they're going to have to beat us to win races this year. I think that we have the potential to win some races for sure, especially some short track races. And I haven't seen how our mile-and-a-half program's improved yet, but I hope it's improved from last year. I know last year we were a little bit behind. We were 6th, 7th, 8th place car at every mile-and-a-half, and I think this year I feel like we'll be a little bit better. I feel like on the short tracks towards the end of last year, we started getting a little bit better. Just got to figure out how to beat that 18 car.
Yeah, don't forget that 20 car too.
Yeah, the 20 car too.
So of course, you told me before the season started that you were going to have, the plan was to run 12. You front sold 12 of the races, the first 12. Well, that has since been added to 14. You still have 5 races you still need to sell sponsorship for. Is there any news on that front? Have you spoken out? Have you talked to your partners about, possibly coming on? It looks like, you can, it looks, have you talked to Clean Packs, and have they said they want to maybe have additional races or anything like that? Or any other partners?
Most of our business with Clean Packs and Clean Harbors and all that is if we give them B2B business, then they spend more money with us. So if we could get Clean Packs in more stores or sell more Clean Packs, get them connected with big companies like one we're working on now is Bass Pro Shop, like getting them in Bass Pro Shops. If that were to happen, then they would spend more money on the car, and then it would be much easier to sell those races.
And what can you do to get a little deal on your on Clean Packs?
You can go to cleanpacks.com and use code TM46 for 50% off your first order.
Yay, I just wanted to have you say that. So, kind of coming into this year, did you think that is this the year that you really kind of need to prove yourself to everybody to say, hey, I belong?
Yeah, I think that I really think we were kind of in Haley's shadow a little bit last year at DGR, with her being the name she is and having her million followers and such a big following, and her influence with Ford. I think that we were a little bit overshadowed at DGR last year. So I think this year with us kind of being the main focus in the ARCA series is really already shown how much speed we're going to have this year. And it's our year to prove, and it's our year to win races. I think I have to win races this year to move up. So I definitely think I have the potential. I think that we have the speed definitely on short tracks now. So we just got to put all of it together and hopefully go get us some wins.
Okay, so I know that, for those who don't know, or those who are living under a rock, of course, your grandfather is Richard Petty. Your uncle is Kyle Petty. You come from, a racing family. I just wanted to, get that out there. Is there any other tracks that you've talked to them about that you think that you can go out there and really get it done? I think the next one could be a big opportunity for you.
Yeah, definitely. So our super speedway stuff has always been great. So going into Talladega, I really think that we have a legitimate shot at Talladega. And then we had a lot of speed at Toledo last year, just had a bunch of problems. I know the 18 was fast there, but I think that race run wise, we were just as quick as he was. We just had a radio go out, my starter go out, and a bunch of mechanical issues that took us out of contention for wins at that track last year.
Oh,
Hold on.
someone has a text message.
It was a phone call. But
Probably your grandfather.
no, it was work. It was Petty's garage, so it could have been my grandpa. But we had I think we have a lot of speed there. I think Charlotte is 1.5 miles that I kind of have circled because I definitely had a lot of speed the first time we raced Charlotte, and then we didn't race it last year. So it's kind of new for a lot of the guys in the ARCA series. So I think that I think I'll definitely have a lot of speed at Charlotte. But I'm just looking forward to. I mean, I think every weekend this year we really have a chance, man, with the speed that we've already shown in the first 2 races. And then I know that we had a little misfortune at Daytona early in the race, but I mean, as quick as we were in practice and me and Brett teaming up in qualifying and just the 2 of us running laps that were good enough to be 16th. I mean, I think that that shows a lot, and I think we'll have speed enough every weekend. I just got to keep my head on straight and try and go get some more checker flags.
All right. Well, let's kind of get to know you a little bit, Thad. Even though I know plenty about you since I've known you for a long time. Okay, so what's your favorite all-time like go-to place for food? Like where do you like if you need something to eat and for say mom or dad's not home or you don't feel like cooking or anything, where do you go?
Like In-N-Out or like when we were in the
It
West Coast?
could be anything.
Oh, okay. Let's say there's this sushi hibachi place, like one exit up called Shoto's. Every time I'm ordering from Shoto's, I'm getting the Hawaiian Cali roll and hibachi chicken, and that's it.
Okay. True or false, I will grow out my hair in the next 4 weeks.
I would say true. I'm gonna let it grow for a little bit.
Okay. Because of the press conference we've seen, like, you've grown out, you got a massive haircut because your hair was like really long at times.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then I see it now he's growing it out again.
Yeah.
True or false, I have a Stetson cowboy hat from my grandfather.
I do have one. True.
Okay, so I think we talked about this the last time. The story, I think that if I'm correct, the story was your grandfather gave every grandchild a Stetson cowboy hat.
Yeah, correct. So he gave us all one like he has, and we put it in a shadow box and that kind of deal. And then he gave me one that was just plain black and has nothing on the front. And he said I had to earn the stuff on the front.
Nice.
Yeah.
So here's another interesting thing. Your brother, I think, is a quarterback for his high school team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, correct.
Is he wanting to go get offers and stuff and possibly want to play in college?
Yeah, so that's what his ultimate goal is. And I mean, he's going on a visit this Saturday to Catawba College here in North Carolina. He's already been to Barton, ECU, some other schools. That Campbell is one of them.
No relation to me.
That he's looking at. So,
what? Oh, Mark's calling again.
All right.
What's your favorite TV, Netflix, Hulu show?
I really liked watching Outer Banks, but then the Crew came out, the NASCAR one on Netflix. That's funny. That's a good show.
Yeah.
With Ryan Blaney and Austin Dillon and
Jamie Little was in it.
Yeah. I like that. That's a good one.
You should make it. If you made it, you should make a cameo in a TV show. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Your grandfather did a few times.
Yeah, he did.
Do you have cool sunglasses like your grandfather?
Not really. I'm not really a big sunglasses guy. You know, like he wears his Wiley X sunglasses like every day. I'd like
Even when he's
rarely
inside
ever.
house, even when he's inside the house, does he wear
I
them?
mean, not his house. Like if it's just him inside his house, no. But if he walks into work, he'll have them on.
Why does he always have his like sunglasses on?
I have no idea. I mean, I never really asked him about it. It's really his identity, though. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes if he takes his hat and glasses off, people don't even recognize him, and it's like that's so crazy. I would
I
just
guess
walk around.
I think I saw him do that one time because I think it was when Robert Yates was inducted into the Hall of Fame. I think he was battling cancer at the time. I think he took his. I think the king let him put on his glasses and hat to make it look like him or something. And I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
that's what he looks like. So,
yeah.
what's something people don't know about you, Thad?
Um, let's see. People don't know that I'm like an extreme sports junkie. Like that's what I like to do. Like I snowboard, wakeboard, snowmobile, like all that crazy stuff all the time.
Did your brother do
Um,
that too?
yeah, that's what we do together. Ride dirt bikes. I mean, stuff that you probably shouldn't do as a race car driver because you'll get hurt outside of
Yeah.
racing.
Just ask
But
Moffitt.
yeah, but I mean, it's like an adrenaline rush that you can get outside of racing, and I enjoy it. I got a little brother that is bigger than me now, so he's not really a little brother anymore, but he
Is,
does all that stuff with me.
is that Harrison?
Yeah,
Okay, that's the one, of course. That's going to. He's a quarterback, right?
yeah, he is a quarterback.
Okay, that's interesting. And finally, favorite sports team,
College or professional?
whatever.
Okay, well, college is Clemson, and professional is the Green Bay Packers.
Well, okay. So you're from North Carolina. How'd you become a Packers fan? It's like,
Uh, so really and truly, I went to Lambeau with my grandpa when I was 5, and I got to stand on the sidelines and meet Brett Favre and talk to the pig on the sidelines and everything. And then this is when they were redoing the field, and I got to take home a piece of like the old
God,
Lambeau field, the sod from. So I mean, how could you not be a fan after that? Standing on the sidelines, meeting Brett Favre, like you got to cheer for him at
yeah,
that point, you know. And then Aaron Rodgers comes along, and I just really like him. I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he's arguably the best one in the league. I know Tom Brady is. This is just an argument all the time, but I think Aaron Rodgers, like he's the man. He's really really good. And then Clemson is because I got to go to Death Valley, um, and watch a football game down there in South Carolina, and I mean, I've been a Clemson fan. My favorite colors when I was little were orange and purple, and so I would have orange and purple everything. And then I realized Clemson, and I got a Taj Boyd signed poster
nice.
in 2010, and then ever since then, I mean, Deshaun Watson. I was a fan before they started winning national championships, and then Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence, and I mean, you got a lot of great athletes through there now. So
Yeah, one of the places I've always wanted to go is Death Valley, South Carolina, for a game down there.
yeah,
I mean, I've been to a lot of, from covering college football. I've been to the Horseshoe at Ohio State. I've been to Purdue. I've been to Michigan State. Obviously, I've been to Michigan Stadium a lot of times. I've not been down to the South. That is one place I do want to go. That
yeah.
would be a cool place to go. But anyway, Thad Moffitt, thank you so much for spending some time. Congrats on the best place finish. And what can you do on Clean Packs again?
Go to cleanpacks.com and use code TM46 for 50% off your first order.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thanks, man.